Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be firing up the combine for some good old soybean harvest. I went out and checked the soybeans this morning and they tested 14% moisture, which is pretty solid. Soybeans are one of my favorite crops. They don't produce as much as wheat or corn, but profit per acre can be excellent, especially if you time the market right. This field that I'm currently harvesting is a whopping 60 acres, by far the biggest field that I own. Most of my fields are only 20 to 30 acres in comparison. Of course, the combine got full. I was taking out the middle pass. I'll have to cut out a small chunk here to get the grain cart over here. Now that the cart is full, I'll have to find a way to back this thing out of here. Probably have to move the combine and get stuff moved around here. After I got the combine moved out of the way, I finally was able to get the cart turned around and over to the semis. I'm going to go ahead and top up this first truck here and then move on to the back one. I didn't quite have enough soybeans here to fill the back truck, but we're going to take them both to the bin site anyway and get them unloaded. You know, I could really use some helping hands on this farm. Maybe I can get some neighbors out here in a little bit to help me out. Now that both trucks are empty, it's back to the combine to continue cutting beans. After finishing up this small section, I parked the combine and got a good night's rest. After getting up early the next morning, I got everything fueled up and greased and ready to go. While I was fueling up the combine, I noticed the beans were a little tough, so we'll have to wait a few hours before we can dive back in. After a few hours, the sun finally came out of the clouds and we were able to finish up this field. I got all the beans unloaded and taken over to the bins before packing everything up and moving on to the next field. The next field I'm going to start is one of the smaller ones. I don't expect to even fill both trucks. The yield just hasn't been there this year. I'll have to talk to my agronomist and get something figured out for next year though. We ended up getting about 2.5 truckloads off this field, which is nice to see. It's an extra trip to the bins, but hey, I'm not complaining. While moving the equipment over to the next field, I ended up calling some neighbors up and they agreed to help me out with this field. It is about 40 acres, so I definitely need some help with this one. I think I'll have them run the trucks in the grain cart. That way I can run the combine full time and get the drone in the air. I want to let you guys know before the neighbors get here that I've got some new equipment on the way over to the field as we speak. I ended up ordering 2 brand new Kenworth T800s with new belt trailers. I've been having issues with my current truck and trailers, so I've decided to upgrade those and try something new. I'm not sure that I'll keep them. I just wanted to try something here and find something that worked. We might end up going back after harvest here, but we'll see. I also went ahead and bought an 8520 John Deere to run on the grain cart just because the Steiger's a little bit too wide. It kept getting stuck on the header when we were unloading on the go here. So they will be here by the end of the day, so keep an eye out for those. Alrighty guys, looks like the neighbors are showing up here, so let's get to work. Alrighty, and just like that, that's the third field done. Let's run over and get started on the next one. We are breezing through harvest right now. That's 4 fields done, 1 more to go. Let's go ahead and get this truck unloaded and taken over to the last field. I went ahead and harvested this last soybean field on a live stream with some friends. So if you would like to watch that, I will link it here. Well, with that, soybean harvest is in the books. I'll get the combine swapped over for corn and we'll get rolling on that here in a couple days. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Thanks, guys.